Greetings all, Vanna here for the Air Signs Weekend Message. Air Signs, I hope you guys had a good week so far. I got the urge to do this reading a little differently, so we are outside and I have a special guest with me today.
Howdy.
Mama is joining us and interpreting some cards and messages. First things first, I want to tell you, my Air Signs, please don't give up on what it is that you have done. You have the card Retreat that came out for the Geminis here, and I feel I'm going to annoy some people when I say it like this, but I have to say it how it's coming across. I feel like running away would be a cop-out, because there has been so much poured into this situation. There's been so much poured into this. It has not been easy. It has not been quiet, but the growing that you have gone through is incredible. And I know that is annoying to hear, because in the middle of it all, it just feels annoying. In the middle of the exams, in the middle of the tests, it just feels like a drag that will never end. But you know that euphoria you feel when it is over. You know that relief when you're just like, I'm finally done with that. And we approach those situations in life occasionally where we just have to push ourselves through a hard job. We have to push ourselves through a hard situation. And it would be easier to run away. It would be easier to just say no, but you would be walking away from everything that you had earned in this place.
I was pulling charms, actually, not cards. And I pulled a charm for air's overarching energy, because when you were shuffling the card, you actually got air for the overarching energy. And I pulled out a horseshoe, a little bedazzled horseshoe here. And the thing that I would say is that while you've put in a lot of work with whatever this is going on in your life, whether it's a transition or a transformation that you've been going through, it is a lot of work hard in, but luck's on your side. You also have, you were speaking of Gemini's card Retreat. And the charm that I pulled out for them was a dragonfly. Now, dragonflies can be considered messengers from spirit. And so with this retreat, the message that I was getting is that you are being encouraged to meditate and spend time introspective thought, because your ancestors, they want to connect with you. They have guidance for you. Luck is on your side. You're not alone in this. They literally are here for you. And I think that's absolutely beautiful.
Okay, that definitely goes with the flexibility here. So Librans got the willow spirit of flexibility.
And with their charms, they got a dragon, which he looks pretty darn flexible and limber. He's
got the ability to curve in and out of things.
They also got the art palette.
Mm-hmm. And it definitely carries in, because we have temperance here. Like, I'm not sure, is this the one that represents Libra? Or is that
That's justice.
Yeah, you're right. But temperance is carrying that similar balancing energy. Mm-hmm. And I'm very, very drawn to Apollo back here with the sun rising behind them.
And Apollo actually showed up right before we were doing this reading, because we had to change the camera angle.
We did have to change the camera angle because the sun was too bright in my eyes. And
it shifted, yeah.
Yeah.
He showed up.
And I feel like that very much is carrying through here, because the Four of Pentacles and the Magician both coming out in reverse. Having the flexibility to not be so structured and stringent of everything that I have is here. Everything that I have to protect is here. And that tampers with your magic, because your magic, it comes from that, well, that trust in yourself that we're getting with the Aquarius's card. It comes with that trust in yourself, that trust in spirit, that you're doing the right thing when you're listening to that gut instinct, that you will be protected through this trials, through this hurt. And honey, we are going through trials right now.
trusting that your ancestors are with you and that you do have luck on your side. The charms that came out for Aquarius, yes. We got Choose Joy, and we got this little medallion with the turquoise, which I also associate with my masculine ancestors from my Native American heritage. And I think that it's very relevant because the card Crystal Cave that came out says to trust. And I believe immediately I understood the message of choosing your joy, following your heart and what makes you happy, and just trusting Spirit's got you. It won't look like what you think. You know, it won't look the way that, I mean,
you do have to fight that insecurity of, I'm not working a traditional job. How do I know that I'm going to be able to cover my bills?
Right down to the fact that
Trust.
the infinity symbol over the magician in reversed, this is the way it always is. This is the way it always will be. And that's not the case. It's reversed. It's not always going to be like this.
Trust. And with the Wood Nymph Beauty being the bottom of the deck energy, focusing more on those beautiful things. And that's what I want to teach you guys with Soulshine, is that it's not about toxic positivity and ignoring all the horrible things that occur in your life. It's not letting those things become your life and choosing to find at least one thing in your day that is beautiful, that makes you happy.
And the below the beauty was also success. And I again feel like that goes back to it not looking like what you thought it would look like. And it rarely looks like what we think it's going to look like. Oh my goodness, how many times has it actually looked like what I thought it would?
King of Cups in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, the Fool in reverse. That's just it. Please be flexible right now, because it is not going to look like what you think, because it's coming from heaven. The Temperance card is showing you that they are working things out, ensuring
showed up twice here.
Ensuring that what gets to you is meant for you, so that when this Wheel of Fortune turns around in your way, you're not going to be thinking you're too good for it. You're not going to be thinking it's not for you, because you're like, no, my success can only come from 6 years at college and a degree. My success can only come from having 4 Maseratis and a Tesla in my garage.
A primary example, you intended on going to nursing school. Halfway through, she decided it really wasn't for her once she got into the field.
Yeah.
And success turned into something completely different because your authenticity became far more relevant than a paycheck.
And that is it's always difficult to choose authenticity, and it requires you to have confidence in yourself. With the boar and the pumpkin, it requires you to have confidence. But boars and pigs are another one of those animals and symbolisms of wealth, knowledge, and like cleanliness, home, safety, security. People are going to overlook it. People are going to look at it in a certain way, but
similarly, they're tough. I was playing Skyrim, and I had the boar meat, and you said, well, I can believe that the hide is that valuable. It's a very tough hide. It's valuable.
We literally had that conversation today, that how thick-skinned boar are, how their hides are highly valued for things like armor. You have the bee and pomegranate, productivity, and I have a squirrel running at me. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Yo.
The bee and productivity. You have been productive, even if it does not seem like it to other people. You may not have had a really packed schedule this week, but you took an hour and a half to go on a walk and read a book for yourself. And when you got back to work, you were so much better. Coyote and Datura in reverse, deceit. People are lying to you and telling you what you have to do. Society is lying to you and telling you what you have to do. It will never make you happy following their rules, because happiness is something that is decided by you. What will you focus on to make yourself happy, and what will you do to ensure that happiness continues? I hope you go after this, my air signs, because there is truly something beautiful waiting for you.